Hey everybody, what's up? Gameplay in the background for today's video is Golden Axe, a classic. It was the first time that I played it on a keyboard and I did alright. And before we move on, I just wanted to say that more reviews will come out in the future. I'm more focused, I'm more organized, and more importantly, I'm not procrastinating anymore, so expect more reviews in the future. Now today, I want to talk about depression, doubting yourself, and insecurities because this is something that we all deal with. It's something that affects us every day of our fucking lives, and it could really slow us down. It could really affect us in a negative way, and I just want to give you my view on these things and my struggle with them in the past. And to be honest, I really didn't think I would be talking about these subjects right now, but about a week ago, something came up and it was very unexpected, and I didn't even see it coming. It caused me to be out more. Actually, for a little over a week, I didn't even go to my house at all. I just got back yesterday. I was at my girlfriend's a lot, and I was just dealing with some personal issues and other things. During that time, I really reflected on the past couple of years of my life. I don't know how, it just came out of nowhere. I couldn't go to sleep. I was just dealing with insomnia, and I was just doing a lot of self-reflecting. And while I was self-reflecting, it really reminded me of a certain period in my life where things were looking very bad. And it's odd because the past 5 years of my life, it's been some of the worst experiences that I've dealt with as far as when it comes to mental health, depression, anxiety, and things like that. So let me explain this story. About a year ago, a year and a half to be exact, I was working at this factory. For the first 2 months, it was normal, same shit, different day. It was kind of hard because it was very physical, but it wasn't very complicated, and I was used to labor work, so I got used to it. Around the third month of my employment at this factory, something very horrible happened with me when it came to my mental health. I became severely depressed. Not overnight, just in a couple of weeks, my attitude changed. I was very depressed. I mean, severely depressed. I am not kidding when I say this. I hated getting up in the morning. It was such a struggle to just get up, take a shower, and go to work. And I couldn't understand why. I mean, I was looking at everything just so grim, and everything was just black to me. I couldn't enjoy anything, whether it was sex, video games, working out, or anything else that I loved doing. I couldn't get no enjoyment out of it, and life was just completely dark. It was so bad that I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. I was so ashamed of myself that I couldn't even stand to look at myself. You might laugh at this because it's funny. I couldn't even brush my teeth in the sink. I couldn't even shave. I had to go in the shower because I couldn't stand to look at myself, and I actually learned how to shave without looking at myself in the mirror. It's fucking weird, right? Hilarious. I mean, I look back and I laugh, but at that time, it was just such a horrible period in my life, and I just didn't understand why I was so depressed. I didn't understand why I hated myself so much. But it just got worse. I started drinking alcohol, a lot of alcohol actually. I really liked vodka, and I wasn't really a heavy drinker, but at that time in my life, I was getting drunk a lot. I thought it helped me, why fix your problems when you could drink, get blackout drunk or whatever, and just wake up the next day feeling like shit, right? And there's nothing wrong with drinking. I'm not saying drinking is bad, but when you use alcohol to try and fix your problems, it's never going to work out. And that's how I was. That's what my life was at that point in my life. It was just a downward spiral of just bullshit, being miserable, and just plain unhappiness. And I hated it. I hated every second of my life. I can't say that I was suicidal. I have never thought about committing suicide ever in my life, and I'm lucky for that, but I was just very depressed and unhappy. It was like that until one day, it was a Friday, I was at work, and even though I was there, I wasn't there. I was hungover, I was just very uninspired, I didn't feel like doing anything, and it was just unhappy, and it showed. And my supervisor came over and just chewed me out, was just yelling at me, and I just gave him a blank stare, and he sent me home. Luckily, I had off that weekend, and that whole weekend I was just laying in my bed just staring at the wall, wondering what was going on. And I actually had a bottle of vodka, and I went into my refrigerator. I went onto the porch, and I just smashed the fucking thing into the ground. Glass flew everywhere, and it was very stupid because I had to clean it up. But I was glad I did that because I finally told myself that fuck that, I'm not going to rely on something to help me. I'm not going to take pills. I'm not going to fucking drink. None of that. I'm going to figure out what the fuck's going on with me and I'm going to fix it because I have no choice. I can't live like this. This is horrible. So a couple of days after that, I got laid off from my job and I was expecting it. It really didn't shock me. It was a temporary job. You know how them jobs go. You work a couple of months and they let you go. But it really helped me out because I had more free time. I had extra time to work on myself and to figure out what's going on and to just make myself a better person. And it just helped me out because it took me a month to find another job. So I had a month of more free time and I really needed to use that to help myself out. Now let me tell you something. Doing serious soul searching and serious self-reflection was hard. It was hard. I had to look at a lot of mistakes that I made in the past and I had to be real with myself and it took a major toll on me. But I needed it and it made me a better person because what I figured out is that the reason why I was severely depressed, the reason was I was just ashamed of myself. I was insecure, not about my looks, but just about myself. I thought I was a failure. I thought that I disgraced my family. I thought that I was just a plain loser. And when you think like that, when you believe that, of course your life is going to suck. Of course your life is going to be a living hell. But even though my life was a living hell, I can change it. I'm not going to let depression rule my life. I'm not going to let it consume me. I'm going to get over my insecurities. I'm going to get over doubting myself and I'm going to make a better life for myself. I'm going to give it 110%. And I guess I'm one of the lucky ones because there's people out there that are consumed by depression and I guess they never win when it comes to depression. And I'm not judging those people. I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying that I can get over it. So after I came to that conclusion, I began the process of trying to make a better life for myself. I decided that I was going to go to college and get an education so I can have a career for myself and better my life basically. And I'm not going to lie, it was tough because when I first entered college, it was kind of scary because I got kicked out of school really early. So it was all like almost brand new to me. It was nerve-wracking. I mean, it's funny. I could walk through some dangerous neighborhoods where people are getting shot or just got shot, and I wouldn't really care. But entering college for the first time had me sweating bullets. It's odd. But after a couple of weeks, I got used to it, even though I hate math. It's funny because whenever I see algebra or anything like that, it's like looking at the Matrix. I'm not lying. I'm fine with every other subject, but I just fucking can't stand math. But whatever, I'll get over it. And with that being said, this video is coming to an end. I said everything I had to say, and I hope I didn't drag it out too long. I just wanted to say that if there's anyone out there that's watching this video that's dealing with depression or anything like that, then I just want to say that I hope you find peace and happiness. I hope you can find the strength to overcome these issues. It's something that I'm going to have to deal with the rest of my life, just like anxiety and panic attacks. But you know what? I'm going to give it 110%, and that's all anyone can ask for. That's all you can really do. You know, if you set a reasonable goal and you give it your best, then you should be happy with yourself. No matter what the outcome is, even if you fail, then you can at least say that you gave it your best. Now, one last thing I wanted to say before this video ends is that I know that talking about these subjects with gameplay in the background might be weird, but it's the best that I can do right now. I don't want to put pictures up, and I don't have a webcam. Maybe I'll get one in the future if you guys want to see me or anything like that, but right now I believe that having gameplay in the background is the best solution for the video. So I hope you stay tuned for more videos, including more reviews and other stuff. Have a great day.